Hi, my name is Megan Laura, and I will be teaching AP Calculus this year. This video is in lieu of open house to give you a little introduction to who I am and my class this year. This is my 18th year teaching and my 12th year here at Park. I grew up nearby in North St. Paul, and my biggest passion is the Minnesota Vikings. I'm so excited for football season. You can see where I went to college as well as where I got my master's degree. This year I'll be teaching 3 sections of AP Calculus, and I also teach Algebra 1. I've been married for 15 years, and I have 2 boys. Jeremiah is heading into 6th grade at Woodbury Middle School, which seems so old to me. I know, I'm preaching to the choir, right? Your kids are in high school. And then my second son is Eli, and he's entering 4th grade at Nuevas Fronteras. So in our classroom, the expectations that I have are building expectations. So hopefully at this point you've heard about the ICC values here at Park High School. It stands for Individual Character Counts, and the qualities that we want to help our students develop are integrity, commitment, and compassion. This year with the hybrid model, the best way that I could find to give all of my students access to the material is flipped learning. So every day there will be a video posted, and even if students are coming to class, I do expect them to watch the video. I really want that class time to be for support, answering questions on assignments that they tried on their own at home, or starting that day's assignment, and then when they get stuck, they have me as a resource to help support them. The grading scale will be 80% summative or unit tests, and 20% formative or daily work. In calculus, there are really 4 main topics that we're going to learn this year, and they're listed here. Unless you're a math person, these words might not make a whole lot of sense to you, but hopefully by the end of the year, they will make a lot of sense to your child. Calculus is a very tough course. I'm not going to mince words. It's an AP course. It's an advanced course. It's a college level course. It is also quite a bit different than the math that your child has been studying up until now. So after teaching this last year, I realized that there's a lot of students that maybe have sailed through math all the way through pre-calculus, found it easy, and then they hit calculus and they struggle. So it's important to me to help my students develop a growth mindset in which if you struggle, that's okay. That's how we learn. We don't learn without making mistakes. I tell my students all the time, if you're not making a mistake, you're not learning because you already knew it. So your student will make mistakes. They will struggle. I really hope they will reach out to me when that happens so that I can support them through that struggle to an area of growth and learning. One final reminder is that students are expected to spend 90 minutes a day on each class. So even if I see them in class, they're only in class for 75 minutes, they are expected to put in work outside of class. And to be perfectly honest, with this being an AP course, and the pacing being so much faster because we're condensing the amount of time we have to learn the material, I would expect them to work upwards of 2 hours on this class each day. That does not mean they need to spend 2 hours back to back to back. That would be a lot. Have the students watch the video, take a break, attempt the assignment. When they get stuck, reach out to me for help, check in with their friends. I really encourage my students to work together as they're learning because we all know learning together is much better than trying to learn on your own. A couple of required materials. Obviously, your child will need their iPad for my class. I have some students that prefer pencil and paper, so if they want a notebook, that's great. A folder for some handouts. We really don't have a lot of those, so that actually should be under the optional materials. And it is required that they have a calculator. Now, I think because of the pandemic, Texas Instruments has provided a free graphing calculator to download on the iPad, which is an amazing resource. However, if you do know that your child is going to college and maybe studying math in their future, and you can afford it, these are very pricey calculators, I recommend investing in a TI-84. So this image right here is the basic TI-84 calculator. It's a little bit fatter and a little bit less expensive. If you can afford it, again, sticker shock, the TI-84 Plus CE allows you to display colored graphs. It's a pretty awesome tool. It's a little bit thinner, so when you're looking between the two, that's one of the ways to tell the difference. So the Plus CE, pricier, but awesome resource. Otherwise, the regular basic TI-84 and of course, that free download on the iPad that Texas Instruments provided for everybody this year. Optional materials. They can download the textbook through Safari Montage, and I will need my students to support one another in that. I've only downloaded the book once, and it was a year ago, and I don't remember the process, but we do have textbooks for them to check out as a resource as well. And again, optional notebook if they prefer taking notes, paper, pencil, and doing assignments, paper, pencil as well. When my students need help, here is when I'm available. At this point, I believe they're not letting students into the building until 8, but I'm hopeful that if they let me know ahead of time they're coming, that I could walk down and meet them and bring them to my classroom. Otherwise, I have office hours every afternoon. Students are welcome to come in the building, but they'll have been gone for an hour or so. So they may prefer to meet with me virtually, and that's fine too. Every Friday, these are scheduled times designated for VLA students, but I have so few VLA students that I am opening up these office hours to everybody. I will be online that whole time for students to drop in and out as they have questions or need support. And then in the afternoon by appointment. And here's my contact information. Please reach out to me with any questions or concerns you have or any struggles you notice that your child is helping so we can work together to support them through those struggles. Take care.